Hey everyone, Green Shirt here. Welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. It's just an informal one really today on the Warlock. So my opinions of it, it's been out a few weeks. I haven't had loads of time to play it, what with work and general other adult stuff. Got renovations happening in the house, so I've had people coming and going all the time, so it's very annoying. But we're at a level 70, young Ed Warren here, the classic demonologist. And what do I think of him? I mean, for what my opinion means to anybody, but my thoughts. I really like it. Like, very good character, to be honest. From the starting character, the miasma bolt, a very good beginning attack, better than most, to be honest. On contact, doesn't do a lot, but then the damage over time is really nice. It kills things quite quickly. I was playing through that most of like normal and nightmare until I'd kind of decided what I want to spec into. And I was still using this because it was still killing stuff and it was still good. The sigils are all pretty good. Like this one, in my opinion, is the best one. This one's very good, obviously. I haven't really got much use out of Rancor, to be honest, but the lethargy, the slowing and weakening in a circle, it is very nice, especially against bosses and things like that. Like sometimes when you're playing through and you're undergeared, you can be playing against Juriel, for example, is a bit of an issue sometimes with his freezing. But lethargy, it was pretty helpful with that, to be honest. You just cast on him, he slows, he weakens, he dies quite quickly. I've gone down the demon originally, so I was messing around with the demon summons and things like that to get to bind demon, which is just a broken skill that you can bind anything except an act boss, and you can have all the modifiers on them as well. So the cursed, the immunities, and then you're buffing them up as well, but with the other like passives and consume here as well. So I was going down this route because I thought, I'll play it like a necromancer. It's not really like a necromancer, to be fair. You can have like 3 demons at most, so you haven't really got a big army. But what you lack in numbers, you make up for on quality, like I say, because you buff the hell out of a demon, if you forgive the pun. And he just becomes an absolute monster. I have lost my demon, to be fair, because I was trying to get a new one in hell when we got here. And I clicked the wrong demon, and then ended up killing the demon I wanted, just a bit of an issue, but I'll go back and get one. It's not a big deal. The Defiler, when you're playing without this as well, is really useless because it doesn't really do a lot when it's just you. But once you've got other things going with it, the binding the souls together and sharing the damage is good because it increases the time to kill on things as well. That's nice. Tainted, giving you a fire aura to resist fire is nice if you need that. The Goatman started off good. Like when I was going through normal and most of Nightmare, I was using the Goatman. He was nice. He was getting involved. He had a good amount of resistance and bulk around him. But then, as I say, once you get down to this at level 36 and you bind a good demon, it's all go from there. I think Festo was the first one I got, or the armor or something like that. That was nice. The Engorge is nice as well. So essentially, any corpses, you're just replenishing your demon. So when you send your demon in, this skill, by the way, busted. How many times have you played Necromancer and your funny boners or your whatevers go anywhere? This you can direct your summons to exactly where you want to go, so it's very nice. You can put them behind walls, behind doors before you even get there. So while they're off doing a thing, you can consume the corpses that are on the ground around them. It'll buff the health back up, and it doesn't do it slowly either. Like you just keep clicking, click, and the health just pops back up. So that's really nice. The consume's nice as well. So once you get down to this, the consume buffs you again. So sacrifice your demon in exchange for power. So you summon the Goatman, consume him, boosting up the bind demon, and that's when you'd bring your Defiler back, and your Defiler would link all your souls together, so you're doing more damage across the board. I started off with just 1 point into this, just to give you the requirements things out. But as I've kind of gone on, I'm going to be putting more into this, obviously, because it's quite nice, to be honest. I think the attack rating increase when you're using things like the Mirror Blades and the Echoing Strike. So every 5 points in this gives you another Echoing Strike weapon going through. So you'll start off just throwing one, and it's kind of like a boomerang. So it pierces enemies, then comes back. When you get to the next level, you see it fires out 2 with the pierce back, 3, and then 4. And I think I'm up to 6 or something at that minute. And 5, so 4, and then the original one, yeah. Blade Warp, it sounded cool because it's like a pseudo teleport skill, but I don't like it, to be honest. Like I wouldn't use that again. I'll be ended up putting points in it because I'm only level 70 at the minute, so I've got points to spare. Points to come, should I say. I'll be putting more into this just as a synergy, but it's okay. Like, but once it's not teleport. Let's be honest, it's just not teleport. And I didn't go any of this I played together with Susie on the first playthrough, and she went full fire warlock, and good god, it's good early on. This is a busted skill early on. It does a massive area effect around you, pushes everything back as well, so kind of gives you a buffer between you and taking damage. Flame Wave's really good for like corridors, straight lines, but the more it levels up, the width increases and the length as well, so you're doing a big... Whereas Firewall is just one long straight line, this is a line that rolls forward. It's very good. And Apocalypse is just a massive area effect damage. I think she's up to like 13,000 damage or something at the peak of Apocalypse now as well. And to be honest, it looks absolutely sick. It's the best looking skill in the game. It draws a pentagram on the ground in like a big kind of area, and then everything within the pentagram blows up. You've probably seen it, but yeah, I think it's become my favorite attack. Miasma Chains is pretty cool as well when you're playing through. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but again, a damage over time character is pretty cool. So you chain between yourself and a point. It can either be a demon or somewhere else. And then everything between you and the chain, there's an area of effect miasma cloud, and you can move the chain with you. So as you move, the area of effect moves with you. So it's quite a cool one. I like that. It requires like more skill than most skills in this game on the user's behalf to actually get effective out of, because it's, as I said, it's very different to everyone, but it's pretty cool. I don't think I found any of these actual gear or anything as of yet, but like I've just become, like I say, level 70, so we're changed over to Enigma. We're nothing without teleport, to be honest. G-Face, because I wanted the Deadly Strike. Phoenix as well, because like it is quite a big mana whore as well sometimes when you're using your Echoing Blade, so this just consumes everything on the ground. Boosts your mana up, but then it gives you the excuse me, the mana back when it consumes everything on the ground. The Goblin Toes I went with just for the crushing blow again. Just FCR Triangles Gloves. I had Mage Fists on for a while, but I've gone to these now. A Gold Wrap Belt just because I had it in my inventory. FCR Ring, because the funny thing with Echoing Strike as well is it's a combination of things. So it's not attack rate, faster cast rate it goes off to actually do the casting and do the damage, but it uses your attack rating as well to do damage. It's kind of a hybrid caster / melee deal going on with this. In terms of the character himself, like I've seen people say he's overpowered and he should be nerfed. In a game where it's PVM, and I get people say PvP, I get it, but this is a PVM game. It's you playing against the world and the monsters in it. In my opinion, on games like this, there's no such thing as overpowered. Generally, the more overpowered something is, the more fun it is. Like when we had the glitch on the frozen orb and the firewall sorceress, where it was just ticking, but it was ticking down instantly. That was hella fun because you hadn't had anything like that in a long time. So be able to just cast a spell and just one shot like Andariel, things like that was just fun. I get why they took that out because that's a glitch. But having an overtuned character like this isn't the end of the world in my opinion. And if you're doing things in PvP that are overpowered, just make an agreement. The same in any game. So like in FPS is when you're 1v1ing somebody, you agree not to use certain abilities or ultimates or skills. And then it becomes just you versus the player. So I'm okay with it being overpowered. And it is pretty overpowered. Like this as a single target attacker is very good. But yeah, that's just my musings on it at a level 70 low level warlock. When, like I say, having a lot of time to play through. You'll get to like level 95, give or take, because that's generally where my characters plateau out, because I can never go for 99. And I'm going on for a ladder character as well. So we'll be streaming that, and I hope you'll come and tune in. Have a good night.